I hope our film has helped you understand what we've been trying to say, that basically alcoholism is a people problem rather than the mere use of a chemical, because it involves your understanding of yourself as a person, who you really are, what life is all about. Because to search for the means of coping, for the ability to love, for insight, for feelings of worth, through the use of drugs or alcohol, is merely belief in magic, childishly unrealistic. There are no magic shortcuts to responsible, meaningful living. Thank you very much. You've been a good audience.
How'd you like the film? See any drunks you know?
Maybe.
We're going to smoke some dope at my place tonight. Why don't you try it for a change? You might like it.
Not tonight. I'm going to try it, just not tonight.
Took a ride on a merry-go-round. It flew so high, you know we can't even see the ground. Oh, but I've got to go before the park is closed and the lights go out. And you can tell the world I'm cleared for landing, and I'll be coming down. You can tell the world I'm cleared for landing, and I'll be coming down, 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 down.
And the marvelous thing is I was able to take off 5 pounds in 1 week. Unfortunately, I've gained back 7 since then, but...
What kind of pill were you using?
Well, I started with knockoff. Then I tried sheer willpower. That's when I gained it all back.
Is that you, Deb?
Just a minute, I'll check.
You'll have to give me the name of that pill again. I can't remember anything unless I write it down.
Oh, Debbie, I don't think you've met my guests. This is Mrs. Mickelson from the church and Mrs. Ellsworth from the Women's Club. This is Debbie.
I overheard you talking about diets.
Just typical girl talk, my dear.
You should try tennis.
Oh, I'd love to. But really, I can't wear those short little outfits until I lose some weight.
If you're an adventurer looking for an experience that packs a man-sized wallop, try Winchester Strong. More than just a beer, it'll put hair on your chest.
Don't drink so much of that stuff. Rot your teeth. How's school today? Better than my day, I hope. Hey, didn't flunk anything, did you? Remember the first class I flunked? It was in the 7th grade. How did I get a whip? You're gonna make some guy a nice wife someday, Debbie. I wish your mother...
Aren't you home early?
I had a lunch date with one of my big clients. Potential clients. It got pretty late, so I knocked off for the day. Well, Princess, I think I'll go upstairs and take a little nap.
But you might also have walked about Vienna, 2 hours in customs from the world. I met you at
Tell your mother I'm home.
You did what? I didn't take her in my confidence.
Here's a prescription for me at the drugstore. You can use the car.
Anything for you?
Before you do anything else, take time to rid yourself of that terrible tension headache. Relax. Relax. The comatose way.
I know all about headaches. I got a rough 9.
Break up tiny bubbles of gas that cause that stuffy feeling brought about by...
Celebrating a new way with very cold goose. Made from California's finest.
Tiny time capsules. For prompt and continuous...
Nervous tension. Doldrum helps you relax. And when you're relaxed...
You just don't seem to have that good old get up and go, right?
Psst.
Want to get rid of that dizziness? Well, I've got the best pill on the market.
No. What you need is a good night's sleep with Knockout.
Monday blues got you down. Now you can make it till Tuesday with 5-a-day brand antidepressant.
Hey, what you need is more pep, more energy, more spirit, and now you can have it. It's right here in this box.
Obesity. It's unpleasant, unhealthy, unsightly. Lose that fat and have fun with Pounds Off.
It's that uptight, hypertensive nervous tension, and you need to relax with Oblivion.
Maybe you have trouble waking up and perking up. Well, here's just the thing. Forget all those other pills. This little kit has it all. We call it Mood Music. A pill for every occasion, for every change in mood, and in its own musical box. This little kit, with its refill, will take care of you from the cradle to the grave. Just get a full night's sleep. Wake up faster. Lose the blues. Get more pep. Take off pounds fast. Gain weight. Fight mental fatigue. Get more sleep. Wake up fast. Gain weight. Lose pounds. Be happy. Pep up. Gain. Lose. Happy. Sad. Knock out. Wake up. Cheer up. Perk up.
May I help you, miss?
As a result of your idiotic behavior, you may not be able to in future.
I see. It was a different story, wasn't it, when you first took me? As one gentleman to another. Delighted to be of help in return for a few small favors.
Got something better?
Well, yes, I do now.
Cut down your standard of living. Get yourself a job.
Where's Debbie?
Waiter.
At the drugstore.
Getting something better. What's the matter? Having trouble sleeping? Or waking up? Or both?
When I saw you first in uniform, I thought what a remarkably effective girl. But now I know I love you beyond compare. It is rather difficult to pay you a compliment, Miss Stewart. Supposing I said
Got a light?
You were taking quite a trip. You're not allowed to accept press regulations. Have one shop in New York who caters to people like you. No. You'll have to be better than a cigarette. Well, now, let me see, what can I do to satisfy you?
How'd your big meeting go?
How about a drink, sir?
Certainly.
Now, over.
On second thought, I will have a cigarette.
Yeah, be good. What would you drink?
Sherry.
And that sherry, I forget my gun cigarette.
Oh, no, let me try one of yours.
There's good stuff. I know the perfect place for dinner tonight.
How much longer do you think the company will put up with this?
Only at first. How about a tour here?
With what?
It's right there in your hand. It's probably been there all day.
There's nothing wrong in taking a client out to lunch and having a couple of drinks.
I think I know who had the lunch. It must be fun explaining your bar bill on your expense report. I'm curious. What do you do? Lie about it? Cover part of it out of your own pocket? Or do you come right out and tell them that you spent the better part of the afternoon getting drunk?
You really get uptight, don't you, when you're out of pills? Well, don't worry, dear. Your runner will be home any minute.
If you'd care to eat for a change, supper will be ready at 6.
Debbie, where you been?
Mom asked me to go to the drugstore.
I think we're due for a little talk.
Yeah, well, just let me take this to Mom.
I'll wait a while. Come over here a minute. How about a Coke? Split one with you. You know, Debbie, we've got a bit of a problem. And I think you know what it is. But I think we should try to understand your mother and not judge her by her weaknesses. Your mother's a wonderful woman. We both know that, don't we? But we also know she gets emotional at times. Hard to understand. Hard to talk to. She gets upset at things that wouldn't upset normal other people. Your mother's been through a good deal the last couple of years. Moving to the new house, leaving old friends, losing her mother last year. And women of her age go through changes.
You mean menopause?
Well, now that you're such a grown-up little lady, she doesn't have very much to occupy her time. We've got to be very tolerant and understanding. For as long as it takes. Right now, she's trying to fill up the empty spaces in her life. She's trying to do it with pills. But you and I know pills aren't the answer.
Debbie. Debbie. It took you a long time to get to sleep tonight.
I got here as quick as I could. Hey, Will, do you smoke dope?
Why do you ask?
I don't know. I was just thinking about my folks. They bug me. Don't they bug you?
I don't know. It's your dream.
I just can't ignore the things they do.
Why not?
You're a big help.
It's hard to think with a tight turban.
Be serious. They really do bug me. My mother eats pills like popcorn. And my dad.
Did it ever occur to you that maybe he's an alcoholic? If he is an alcoholic, then he's got a disease, like diabetes.
I saw the film, too.
He can't control his drinking if he's an alcoholic. It's an irresistible compulsion.
Then there's nothing I can do. Anyway, it still bugs me. I think I'll get stoned.
You don't have any stuff. You've never tried it. Look, instead of getting stoned, why don't you go talk to him?
Who listens?
Did you ever try?
Are you kidding? We can't even talk about breakfast food. My dad has got a prepared sermon for everything from cornflakes to shredded wheat. Just once I'd like to talk to him.
So go ahead. I told you it was your dream.
You mean?
I mean, do it.
Dad, what are you doing?
What do you mean? I'm going in the medicine cabinet.
You mean after all the griping you've done about Mom and her pills, you can do this? Don't you know that drugs can be dangerous without a prescription? What if you took a wrong dosage? What if you had an allergy? What if you've eaten or drunk something that could cause a dangerous reaction with the drug? If you need medication, Dad, then there's a problem. And maybe there's something better to take. Anyway, call your doctor before you take anything, okay? What were you going after?
Toothpaste. Want me to call my dentist first?
Ooh, I knew it. Even in my own dream, I can't talk to him.
What do you mean, talk? Sounded like a Sermon on the Mount.
There are times I like you better on the wall.
This is only a replica, of course. But through carbon dating, we've learned that the original Neanderthal man was over 70,000 years old, which account for his being dead, I suppose.
Hey, Mark, the warden called out the rat patrol again.
Don't tell me, tell Rama.
Okay, Rat Patrol, douse your butts and let's find out who's smoking in the cans today.
Well, the first pill I tried really made me sick, and I got all bloated, which is still better than getting pregnant.
Look out, you guys. They just caught Mark Howard with some speed. They're checking all the Johns.
As a nearly convicted drug abuser, what do you have to say for yourself? What kind of person are you, anyway?
Well, I'm 17, which isn't unusual. I guess everyone is 17 at some time or another. I guess this is my time. Well, I suppose I'm just your basic high school student. I mean, I like trees and flowers, summer vacations, pretty girls in bikinis, big blizzards that shut down the school, and apple pie. And I'm against war and famine, ugly girls in bikinis, little blizzards, cold pizza, and at the moment, fatherhood.
Your Honor, I submit that this testimony supports my contention that drug users are an atypical and morally bankrupt lot. Therefore, I respectfully suggest that this individual be prohibited from promulgating his insidious corruption among the young people of our school. Instead, he should be chastised as an example to others. This menace can only be fought with a show of force. Your Honor, expel him. Excise this cancer before it spreads throughout our school.
Debbie.
I'm sorry, but you have reached a disconnected tree.
Debbie,
Oh, can't you just leave me alone for a while? Why don't you go back to your wall?
don't you even want to talk about Mark?
So Mark got expelled. What's there to talk about? Stupid school. They try and tell us drugs are dangerous. The only reason drugs are dangerous are because you can get expelled.
Oh, is that the only reason? Now what?
So now I'm being good and mad. And I'm going to stay good and mad. And then I'm going to get stoned.
Oh, you've made up our mind.
I made up my mind to try it before I make up my mind.
Think I'll go back to my wall.
Your dad's really neat. Does he get upset when you got canned from school?
Anyway, it was his speed, so what could he say?
His. Must be great to have an old man like that. Do you get high together?
Did you get smashed with your old man? It just takes him to keep going, I guess. That's what happens when you get old.
Yeah, but still.
When you come right down to it, he's as straight as they come.
Have you got some stuff with you?
You mean to smoke? Well, I can get it. If you really want to try.
Well, everything's all set for my place. They won't be home until tomorrow afternoon.
Okay, if you freaks think you can do it, let's do it. Tracks rolling.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's a road that leads somewhere. You know, little girl, I'll take you there. And you can bring your friends along. You know, I don't care. Anyway, you want so right.
Where's Mother?
Her sisters.
What are you doing here? Didn't you trust me for one night?
But maybe I shouldn't have.
What's going on?
That ought to be my question.
You know what went on here. I'm not going to defend it. But what about you? What's happened? What's happened to you?
We didn't go out of town.
I can see that.
Yesterday was not a very good day.
It wasn't for me either.
Yesterday, I was fired. And when that happened, your mother decided that while an employed lush of a husband was tolerable with her pills, an unemployed lush was not. So she went to her sister's. And yesterday afternoon, I went out to get drunk. I might add, I succeeded brilliantly. But it didn't last long enough. And about 3 o'clock this morning, I came home more sober than I cared to be.
And you found me. What are you going to do?
Debbie, did you do this because of me?
I don't think so. I hope not. Dad, is Mom coming back?
I hope so.
When?
Guess that depends on me. Debbie, I need help.
What can I do?
Maybe just understand. I don't know what the medical definition is, but I think I'm an alcoholic. And if we're going to pick up the pieces around here, I've got to find something to rely on besides booze.
Want to try me? For a start?
God, it's morning.
How about some breakfast?